They bought parts of the competition, they lost their CEO, and they just got fined millions for lying about prices. If you think the dust has settled at Camping World, you are dead wrong.
John, the numbers I'm looking at aren't just bad business. They're a roadmap of distress. We're talking about a debt load 12 times higher than their equity and accounting errors that force them to rewrite their own tax history.
Today, we aren't just looking at dealerships. We're asking the big question with the CEO walking away and Lazydays stripped for parts. And can you trust Camping World going into 2026? So, summer of 2025, Lazydays, the Disney World of RVs, goes belly up. Everyone thought Camping World bought them. But Rhonda, they didn't buy the company, did they?
No, they picked the bones. According to the press releases, Camping World cherry-picked 5 specific locations, places like Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Surprise, Arizona. But here's the kicker. They explicitly rejected newer facilities in places like Council Bluffs because they didn't meet the standards.
Standards or profit margins. Because I'm seeing reports from owners in Surprise, Arizona. When Camping World took over, people had their RVs on consignment, said that the inventory went offline for 10 days. Can you imagine that?
No.
You're trying to sell your rig, the dealer goes bust, Camping World takes over, and nobody picks up the phone?
Kind of scary. It's called integration friction. But the consumer, it's a nightmare. And while Camping World grabbed the high-volume spots, the rest of Lazydays liquidated and delisted from the stock market. The brand is effectively dead in those areas.
Now, we always talk about inspecting the frame, but you got to inspect that invoice. Rhonda, break down the Oregon settlement, because this isn't hearsay. This is the Department of Justice.
That's right. In December 2024, Camping World settled with the Oregon Department of Justice for $3.5 million. The investigation found they were running a Dare to Compare campaign. They'd advertise a low price, but when you got to the desk and they added freight and prep fees back in.
Wait, isn't that freight usually included in the sticker price?
Exactly. The Department of Justice found they were double charging. The freight was already in the MSRP price, and then they charged the customer for it again as a line item.
Wow.
They also used made-up words like environ on invoices to disguise limited warranties as mandatory government fees.
Environ? That sounds like a car air freshener, not a tax. That is so dirty.
And that brings us to the honest truth about the CEO, Marcus Lemonis.
Honest
truth? Stepping down effective January 2026. Now they say it's a planned transition, but let's look at the timeline.
Let's lay this out.
October 2025, the company admits accounting misstatements regarding deferred tax assets. The stocks drops 25% in a day.
Wow.
December 2025, Lemonis announces he's out as CEO. Quarter 3, 2025 financials, they sold record volume, but posted a $29.4 million net loss.
How's that?
I don't know.
They sold more campers, but lost more money? How?
Their debt-to-equity ratio is 12.76. For every dollar of equity, they owe nearly $13. They are drowning in interest payments. The new CEO, Matthew Wagner, is an operations guy. His job isn't to be a TV star. His job is to slash costs to save the ship.
And slashing those costs usually means fewer techs in the service bay and cheaper parts on the shelf. So, can you trust them? Look, if you're buying a Coleman or a Thor from them, check the recalls. We've got slide out extending while driving, and windows, get this, labeled emergency exits that aren't.
Financially, I don't trust the stability right now. When a company is cutting millions in labor and restating their taxes, the consumer usually pays the price in hidden fees or denied warranty claims.
So here's the verdict. The camping world of 2026 is a debt collection machine that sells RVs on the side. If you go there, bring your own financing, refuse the prep fees, citing the Oregon case, and inspect that rig yourself.
And if you were a Lazydays customer, check your paperwork. Make sure your warranty is transferred.
Adventure is calling,
But
but
read the fine print before you go.
absolutely.